guys, welcome to the 8th episode of the First Girl podcast. I'm Jen.
And I'm Favour.
And in this week's episode, we have another special guest.
Yeah, she's an active child.
She's active.
Yeah, active child. And she gave some more insight on her relationship, because we focus mainly about the relationship between daughters and fathers.
Yep.
And she gave her examples of her experiences and the good, the bad, and some interesting stories.
Very interesting. And at the end of it, we provide sex education.
I don't know how we got there. But we always get to places that nobody tells us to go to. Who sent us to go there, but we got there.
I think it's a very healthy conversation.
Honestly, it's very helpful. But really, guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this week, because we talked about a lot, though, didn't we?
We did, yeah. I feel like Favour got she got a lot of the pent up anger for her dad.
I'm never angry.
Oh,
What's
okay.
that? Me angry?
Never violent.
Yeah, I'm not violent.
Okay, Favour, this is an introduction.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Enjoy the episode.
Bye.
Hi guys, welcome to the 8th episode of the First Girl podcast.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Hello,
Okay, sorry.
it sounded like a ringtone.
Lol. Welcome to the 8th episode. We are excited.
Very excited.
We've gone so far, it's magical.
No,
8
I
episodes.
know.
Jen, can
We're
you
nearly on
imagine?
double digits.
What?
I know.
But yeah, we're
I
really
think it's the time
excited.
that companies used to start sponsoring us.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
ready.
companies, please.
Any advert
I
you
like
want.
I like makeup. Anything makeup related, beauty
There you
related. What
I'll
do you
even do
like?
a flat tummy tea advert.
Do you know it makes you go toilet?
Does it? Yeah, exactly. I'll do that. It's
And
fine.
you stay in the toilet all day because of.
No, I'll sell it. It doesn't mean I'm going to have it.
Oh, basically, you guys hear it. She's gonna lie to you, so she's not gonna have the actual thing, and that's not good. That's not good.
Can we introduce our guest, please?
We have a special guest, the one and only. I've known her for like years. This girl forced me to be her friend, by the way, but
wow.
we're friends. And she's like one of my actual sisters. Like, she's not just a friend; she's an actual family member at this point. Because my mom knows her, my dad knows her, everyone knows her. But the one and only Memory.
Welcome, Memory. How are you?
Hi guys, I'm fine, thanks.
Is that?
Yeah.
We're really excited to have Memory. She's going to be joining us in the 8th episode, and we'll talk about some interesting topics.
Okay.
That is gonna.
I'll try to keep my mouth shut.
No, that's the whole point. You have to be open. See, she's always saying to me, "Be open," and now you want to be quiet.
Listen. Okay, that's fine. Memory, do you want to tell us about your family dynamic? Like, what position are you? What are you and your family's relationship like?
Lol. Okay, I'm the firstborn. There's myself, my younger sister, and I've got 3 brothers, younger brothers as well. So
Another firstborn with us today. Firstborn girl.
Woohoo! We need to get a guy on here.
We're gonna get a guy soon. Remember?
No, I know, but like firstborn guy as well.
Oh yeah. We need a firstborn guy, guys. Guys, sending your video, not videos, Genevieve.
I want people to audition.
What do you think this is?
X Factor, bruv.
No,
Let me have my Simon Cowell moment.
No. So if you want to be on the episode, just let us know. Like, send us a message on Instagram, and I would probably reply to you.
Yeah, I don't reply to
Jen doesn't
messages
reply to
at
anyone.
all.
She's very selective. She's very bougie who she replies to. I don't know why. So if you speak to anybody, it's me. On that Instagram, it's me. But yeah, if you're a male guy, send in your request to be on the podcast. But yeah, Memory is the firstborn. And do you want to go straight into the questions, or should we just?
You have questions for us?
No, I have questions.
Oh, you have
wow.
questions?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, I have one question.
I'm an interviewer. Let's go.
I have one question.
Let's go.
Basically, this week we wanted to focus on the relationship between firstborns and fathers.
Hey.
Jesus is Lord.
We're going straight in. So who wants to start first and explain their relationship? I think Genevieve should start.
Wait, why
No,
me?
I think, do you know what? Because Genevieve has you have a unique one though. 'Cause
In
you've
what
got,
way? In
you've
what
got
way?
2 dads. Remember?
Yeah, but like I only like interact with one of them.
It doesn't matter. I said unique.
So what do you want me to do?
Yeah, talk about your unique situation.
I don't know. My parents had me when they were young. They didn't stay together. Me and my mum moved to England. Then she met my dad, and here we are.
That's such a boring story.
What do
You
you
have
want me
more
to say?
details.
Like
okay,
what?
what's your relationship with you and the dad that you see in person?
It's alright.
Hey, is that
It's alright. No, like okay.
from a firstborn perspective? What's your relationship like?
I would say with me and my dad, we are polar opposites. Like in every single thing. I think the only thing we agree on is how annoying my mum is, and that's it.
Are you serious?
Like the other day, he brought me into the room. I don't know, I can't even remember what it was, but as soon as he said, as a woman, you should stand next to your husband and everything with him. Your place in the home is in the kitchen. I'm mentally clocked out. Me and him polar opposite.
Have you seen that TikTok? Boo, tomatoes, boo, boo. Boo. I'm so sorry, boo.
No, literally, like we're very opposite in that sense. The way that the house should be ran, the way that my brother should be disciplined, the way that a marriage, like everything, were completely different.
Do you feel like
even with Brexit, he voted to leave, I voted to stay.
Oh my god, that Brexit thing was actually, it was weird. How am I fighting my own African parents?
Literally.
I'm trying to explain to them that you do realize how this is going to affect us negatively.
Yeah.
And they're not getting it. First of all, they like Trump.
Are you exposing your parents
No,
to this point?
they do like Trump. You don't know that. A lot of Africans actually like Trump. Because it's Christian. You're forgetting it's Christian.
The things that man has done is
he's
not going to get into heaven.
All they're seeing is Christian.
Yeah.
Like it's not just my parents. A lot of African parents love Trump.
My God.
Because I remember I was watching a video of American people, and the kids were arguing with their parents because their parents were like, "No, vote for him," and they were like, "No, but he's racist." Like, no, he's a man of God.
Hey.
As long as he's man of God, that's it. Nothing else. Like, I showed my parents a literal video of this guy being, because she was like, "Show me the videos. Show me." Everyone's always talking his own videos. I showed her a video. She was like, "Yeah, but." I was like,
But auntie, why?
How are you?
He's a man of God.
That's all they say. They're like, he's gonna
I
take
doubt
us.
that man has ever prayed in his life.
No, wait, we prayed. He went to church and he was like this. Didn't say one word. I was like, look at the man of God. Look at him. Now, but they actually love Trump.
Not love. At least you can say at least like, not love.
They love Trump.
Wow.
So yeah, I was like, actually, from my perspective, me and my daddy, I feel like it's like we're both fighting to be who's gonna be in charge. Who's gonna be? Wait.
No, you are fighting with a grown ass man.
So I was like, we're both fighting who's gonna be the leader, because he's the leader in his own right, because obviously he's a dad, right? Whereas me, I'm also the leader, because if you give me leadership, don't try and take the leadership back. That's the problem. It's like they've given me a leadership as being the firstborn, and they're always making me do stuff. Yeah. And then when it suits them, automatically I'm now no longer the leader, and I'm now the child now. So it's like me and my dad were a bit like you said, opposite, but it's almost like it's like a silent battle of who is going to be the leader here. So he would say something, and most times, obviously, out of respect, I would like follow what he's saying, but sometimes I would tell him like, this is not the right way. And my method is, this is what happens in my house. So everyone is always shouting. I don't shout. I won't say anything. I'll wait till everyone's done. I'll go and meet him. Dad, this is what, and he'll listen to me every time. And mom will be like, what do you do? Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Literally, and I've realized it's because he respects the fact that I'm the oldest child.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't knock. Sorry, Gift of Miracle. Sorry, but he doesn't listen to Gift or Miracle or Ruby. And my mom, I feel like, when your voice has become like do you know what they call white noise? When you're talking now and the person's almost like
background noise.
Is that he's zoned out. Like, my mom is talking and this man is not saying nothing. So he doesn't. He obviously listens to my mom, but it's like when I say the same thing, like the exact same thing, because I wait till everyone's gone and I go and speak to him in person. Like obviously, in person, because we live in the same house. But like I speak to him like one-on-one when everyone's not there. I feel like it works every time. And the same thing they've been saying, I say the same thing, and he listens to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not doing anything different. So I've actually just deeped it is because I'm the oldest child, and he's thinking, if she's saying this, it means that this is a serious thing. I think. I don't know.
So that must be nice, because with my dad, it's like he's the boss of the house. He's the man of the house. It's either his way or no way. If any opposite thing is like.
No, it's still that. Don't get me wrong. It's not an easy process, but I'm just saying eventually. But I'm usually the person that eventually gets him to listen. Like it's still a battle. Like it's always a battle. And my dad does not understand. He never sees when he's wrong. Like he's always right. And I've never understood. I don't know if you've seen this video where
I think that's a men thing. That's a dad thing.
Yeah, it's like it's like every time. They're just never wrong, and I'm just thinking, you do realize that everyone can be wrong. Like
I blame my mom. There was a point in my life I remember mom used to gas him up. You are so smart, my husband. Every little thing, you are so smart. You were the smartest boy in the village. Now look at this man, big head.
It's not a good thing.
Listen, I'm like, mom, you need to pipe down. Look at him now.
Yeah, but don't they say to you, you're meant to encourage more when we get married?
Don't lie.
You think it was like she was like to your dad?
No, he's a smart man, but not smart.
Oh damn.
Look at him now. He thinks he's the boss. Anyway, carry on.
No, my dad is quite smart. That one I can't take that away from him. But common sense. Common
It's not
sense.
common.
Common sense.
Not common sense.
Actually, I'm gonna small rant. So we have someone that's painting the house, and basically we have a mold issue, and he's also meant to be there to treat the mold, right? This man came to the house, and my dad was like, no. We need a mold treater. I said, Dad, he's the same person. He's like, no. He says he's a painter. I was like, yeah, he's a painter, and also I was like, he's a painter, and also, and he's like, no, he's a painter. And my dad kicked this man out of the house.
Oh no!
And I was like, Dad, call him back. He's like, no. I want to put that trees mold. Dad, listen to me. Listen to me. People that treat mold also paint the house.
Yeah.
He's like, no, he said painter. I'm like, you don't get. Hey, I called my mom. My mom was not getting free. Mom was laughing. My mom was like, you know what? You're so used to someone. My mom was laughing. She wasn't saying anything, and I was so frustrated. Thinking, you just sent this man back, and we need him. He came back another day. I said to him, "Did you tell my dad that you treat mold?" He's like, "Yeah, I told your dad." And I was like, "So why did you?" He's like, "I don't know." And he came and he did this job. But I'm looking at my dad like, "Why did you do that?" Like he even came, you know, after he sent the man, he even came to my room to even try and speak to me and tell me how he was right. He's like, people are like to tell you the wrong things. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, Dad, you know they did 2 jobs. He's like, no, the man said painter. They only paint. I'm like, what are you? Like, I was so baffled. I was like, how can someone be so wrong? I don't want to see that they're wrong. But yeah, he came back yesterday and he sorted it out.
There you go.
Something that could be last week.
Anyway, remembering what
Yeah.
about you and your dad?
Your dad's situation.
Going off.
I can rap for days, boy. Breathe.
Dad, I'm sorry.
Well, sorry to you.
Uncle, please forgive us.
On behalf of the... How do you say your last name?
Nzovu.
Say it.
Nzovu
Je-
Yeah. That.
means elephant in English.
Oh wow.
I see. It's all that effort to say elephant.
Yeah.
Oh
my sorry.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Where can I start with my dad?
Wow.
Start anywhere. Memory has she has stories. Start anywhere. Don't worry, we have time.
You know what? There was a one time, when I was so broke.
Mm-hmm.
So broke. I asked my dad for money. Like, I didn't have, like, you know when you ask your friends, can I borrow £10? They're like, nah, I don't have anything. So I asked all my contact lists. So the last person was my dad. And then here's me thinking, men to the rescue. No. My dad was like, go and borrow money from the bank.
Oh, wow.
The bank? I have
Yeah.
to pay it back.
Wow.
The reason why I came to you, so I don't have to pay
Imagine,
it back.
I'm trying to run away from paying back. Wow.
You know what? I was like, what's the point?
Of having
I
a
have
dad.
no electricity, have no food.
The struggle.
The struggle is real. And he's like, go and borrow money from the bank. I was like, you know what? I'm done. At that time, that was the time when we used to have BBMs.
Oh, this is
I
bad.
munched it. I munched the conversation. I think I have it in one of my pictures. So one day I'm gonna show him.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, is that deep?
it is deep because it was deep for me. I was
To be
struggling.
fair,
No, but to be fair, if your daughter's coming to you when she's got nothing, it shouldn't be a thing of go to the bank. It should be like, you're my daughter.
Did you ever tell him, like, did he ever explain to you why he did what he did?
No, I'm the firstborn. No, you have to.
They don't need to explain to us.
You have to work
I'm
hard.
starving.
Father.
I'm confused. Firstborn. If I'm starving, wouldn't you want to give your child food?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
Wow.
Do you live with your dad?
No, I don't live with my dad.
So what do you feel like with your dad's relationship, and how would you describe it? Would you say it's similar to the relationship you have with your mum, or it's different?
I would say it's different.
Okay.
With my dad is my dad. My mom, I feel like I am her mom. See, there's a difference.
Okay.
See, with my dad.
Digest that.
Please. Do you want to break that down for us, please, Memory?
So with my dad, he's a parent. Yeah.
Okay.
So I love my dad. Yeah, don't get me wrong. But the way he teaches stuff, sometimes it's mad. I don't know. African parents, I think it's just an African thing. So when they're trying to, tell you what to do things, they're not telling you. They're instructing you. You have to do it.
Okay.
They don't tell you the why behind it.
No, there's never a why.
Yeah.
It's like, this is how it has to go. You have to do A, B, C, and D. But I like to do DCBA, but he wants me to do
You know,
ABC.
have you seen a goat? Have you seen goat? Man, goat. Memory is the goat. I've said that.
The goat.
A goat and a sheep. You know the sheep? They say sheep do this. Sheep are like, yeah. Remember, the goat kick the air first. Kick,
You know.
kick. And then he'll be like, you have to drag the goat with one leg. Drag it. drag it. And then the goat stood there, and you're dragging it. That's memory. It's like, why? Like, I actually feels, that's why sometimes I actually understand why your dad, sometimes, some. Because I don't think you let your child starve.
Oh my god.
To an extent, I understand some of the things because I don't understand why he was like that.
Seriously, it's just like, okay, if you're gonna ask me or tell me to do something, at least
Yeah.
explain the reasons why. But if you're not explaining some certain things, of course I'm gonna be curious. I'm gonna go and explore. And then after, when I'm, down, I'm gonna be like, Dad.
No, but a lot of African parents are really bad at that.
They're terrible.
I
Absolutely
think
terrible.
I think it's the trauma from how they were raised. To be honest.
I used to say that, yeah.
Oh, hello.
No,
Psychologist in the building.
no, of course, but I feel like people respond to trauma differently. Sometimes you try to not do what you. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you don't try to replicate exactly what you went through, whereas a lot of African parents are doing the exact same thing,
I think-
knowing fully well it doesn't work.
I think also we have to put into consideration the fact that they come here on survival instincts, survival mode. So it's the kind of thing of, okay, we've come to this country, brand new opportunity, but we don't want our kids to, become the way the British kids are, or we don't want to lose them. So that's why we feel like we need to implement. Like, yeah, I got trauma and I've got this scar on my leg from when my dad beat me with a stick, but maybe that's what's going to help my kid from not going wild in
But
England.
did it work for them? If it didn't work for you, why would you feel like it's gonna work for your kids? Because my mom went through. She had my grandma was strict. My mom like really strict, and my mom is not strict.
Yeah.
She said to me, it doesn't work. Being strict with your kids and not telling them, explaining stuff to them does not work. How can if an animal cannot? If you tell animals not to do something, and you don't try to. Actually, I don't think it's that.
Yeah.
No,
nah.
there's a saying that my dad used to tell me. You can always take a donkey to the river.
But you can't make it drink the water.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if
Can't
that
force it
links
to
to
drink.
my point, but
I don't think it does.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's just
okay.
use that. But
Yeah.
the point I'm trying to make is, you can't just beat, like, especially beating kids. Because I remember in school, like everyone used to get beat, like it was
No,
it was common. There was one person, you remember her? You have to
Which one? There was two, remember?
the one that was
Oh,
the one that her mom tried to beat.
yeah. Oh, imagine this girl's mom, not even the girl, this girl's mom. We were walking home from school. She was following us in the car, right? Like, just very slowly. Because I remember thinking, this car, there's something weird
you're
about
like,
it.
you're like,
Then
there's a car behind us.
all of a sudden, this woman comes out like, excuse me, are you favor? Hey!
That day, I went to deny my own name. I said, my favor. I looked at Jen like, my favor. And Jen, as usual, Jen was scared.
And what did you guys do?
And we just let her talk. And what?
Let me tell you what happened. So basically, this girl used to cause problems, and she
If
was
you're listening-
She was known as a problem person.
Yeah.
But what she would do, she would cause problems and get her mom to come and fight her battles. So she wouldn't fight you. Her mom would come and fight. Literally, her mom's come to fight me, small me, in year 9.
Yeah.
I'm small, and imagine I'm not even that big now. Imagine how I looked then. I was tiny, and she's coming to fight little kids because of basically something, a rumor that happened that I heard from her daughter. The rumor started directly from her daughter,
Yeah.
and she's coming to fight me because rumor spread. I'm sorry, think about it. No, think about it properly. Who spread the rumor? Is it me or is it your daughter? Because how would I was saying to her, how would I have known about this information if they didn't tell me? Like,
Yeah.
she was like, yeah, but, and do you know what, basically what made it worse is because my brother Gift, yeah, he went and told his whole school.
Wait, is it the one that went to Joe Dixon?
Yeah.
Even worse, man.
He told
Even worse.
he told everybody about the rumor that we were trying to protect. So firstborn. I'm getting attacked for Gift's problem because that was basically the main issue was because the rumor was spreading and she thought it was me that spread it, and it wasn't because I didn't tell anybody. Like it was my brother that told everybody. Because when we got home, Gift was like, yeah, I told that. Because I came home like ranted to my mom. Oh, one thing. Oh my gosh. So imagine. You're thinking your mom's gonna be like, okay, actually, I don't think we told you the story because I was skipping. So, and she's following us in the car now. She's now stopped and she just came out. She was like, you, yeah, are you favor? And I'm there like, watch this woman like, no, I don't I don't know.
And the thing is,
Am
my
I?
daughter sat in the car just
Quietly,
like just,
and she was shouting at me. I was thinking, if you're gonna beat me, so I have a proof. Like she was she's trying to be intimidating. She was just shouting at us and shouting.
Yeah.
As usual, Jennifer was scared because Jennifer's always scared.
I don't like
If
confrontation.
you're going to fight, don't take Jennifer. As in, it's basically like you're taking a baby with you because she's not doing nothing. She's scared.
I'll literally cry
She
in the
was
corner. I will
Scared.
cry.
Jennifer was
I
scared.
remember one time I went to a Congolese party, yeah, and all the, you know what sapeur is? You know the people, the
Fashion.
Congolese people,
Yeah.
that dress. They ended up having a fight. I cried the entire time. My dad was like, "Why are you crying?" I was like, "Daddy, they're fighting." He's like, "Yeah, but there's some." No, Daddy, they're fighting.
You can't. You actually
I
can't.
can't.
But yeah, I went home, ran to mom, expecting my mom to be like, I'm gonna go and beat this woman up. I was talking to her, thinking, it's getting to her head.
Yeah.
You know, you add a bit of salt, like, and she all she did was shout. But I was adding my own little, just to ginger a bit to make her feel like, I'm gonna beat this woman up. Her mom came back the next day saying, I spoke to her, she's a lovely lady. I was like what? Who was a lovely lady?
Not the lady that
She's
pulled
like,
up on me.
she started crying to me because basically my mom is smart. My mom is one of those people where she'll make you feel bad. So instead of confronting her and shouting, because obviously she's expecting mom to come to her with anger, she flipped it and came to her and said, "Are you okay?"
No, you have to ask a grown woman if she's okay if you're fighting
And
a
apparently
child.
she started talking about everything and started crying, and mom had to take her to a corner and she was talking for hours apparently, and she's like, she's just going through a lot, don't worry. I was like, Mom, but see, I said the name again, but look at her mom coming to fight her battles. What are you doing? You're there doing peacemaker. And I was so annoyed.
It's the Christian in
But
her,
now
bro.
that I'm older, I understand what
It
she did.
makes
But in that situation, I was like, what was that?
Mm.
The one time you had to fight for me, you went to go and do peace and telling me she's crying. Don't care about her crying. I don't care. She traumatized me. Like that was actually scary.
No, it was
Do you know what?
bad.
At least you're better. Did you fight with? At least the girl was in the car. Me, in my situation, there was this girl that I beat up. Yeah.
Remember it was a fighter.
Listen, this girl was pissing me off. One thing that I hate is when people chat about me, and two, when they lie.
Oh yeah, I don't think anyone likes that. Do you like that?
No, not at all.
So apparently, this girl was spreading rumors in the class in school that she's gonna beat me up. Me, I'm African. I'm sorry. There's no way I would allow any other child or anyone's kid from different continents.
We know.
So I told this girl in our class, lunchtime, I'm gonna sort you out. I literally said I'll sort you out. So
Not even
imagine,
fight,
yeah,
sort you out.
I'll sort you out. So at that time, we were like in year 7, there were like a group of bloody like 27 of us. We used to call ourselves DLC Dynamite Ladies Crew.
27.
27.
Extreme. It's
I
a
know.
whole form.
Mate.
The whole form came up
The
with
whole
DLC.
form. I beg.
So we went to the park. Hey, police, I hope you're not listening. But went to the park here now. So this girl was pissy chatting. One thing about me, I don't chat. I can't chat. When people are cussing me out, I just zone out. I remember, she was cussing. The only thing I went, boom. So after we finished fighting, she had one big conch on her head. Literally, she was wearing, I remember what you're wearing today, your trousers, Those are the trousers that she was wearing, but instead, there were these kind of like thingy. She was walking with a big conch on her head.
Wow.
So she then, instead of going to school, I think she went home. Now the mum came after school. Oh. Hey, Jesus is Lord. You a ragamuffin head. Da-da-da-da-da. So you're the one that's beating up my daughter. I want you to beat my daughter now. You and your daughter. Me, she was like, you and my daughter, you need to have another fight. I was like,
Another
listen.
one?
I was like, listen.
What
These
type of
women
mom
come
is
from?
this?
Where were they from?
I think she was Jamaican or something.
They have to be.
Yeah.
Ours was Jamaican! It's them, it's them!
Guys,
For all our Jamaican
Listen.
listeners, I love you. That's favourite.
No, we actually do love it. Well, I have Jamaican
Love you
friends.
guys. But
Some of my
listen.
cousins are Jamaican.
I got cast in Jamaican. I didn't understand a word. Yeah, all I heard, you ragamuffin head. Go on with yourself, Naman. Blah, blah, blah. Listen,
Whatever that means.
whatever that means. I was like to the woman. Obviously, back then, I had my accent. I was like, I'm going to beat you and your daughter up.
Mate, as long as you communicate the purpose.
As I say, fight you, let's go.
That's
They
all
don't
you need.
care.
That's all you need to
So
do.
imagine, yeah. So we're like outside school, and then there's like a big. Everybody's just you're circled around, and then there's the mom and the daughter in yourself. Me, I started swinging until the teachers came. Now I'm going home. Guess who I find at home? The popos waiting for me. Now they've reported me like, oh, you're beating up the kid. Da 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 da. But obviously, the police. That was not the first time them going to my house. They already knew my name. So that's not the point.
Rewind. They already knew your name.
Yeah.
Sis, I had to fight my way.
Oh.
Fight my way at school. So I will not allow the bullies to bully me.
You know
I
what?
think this is the period where there was like Africans against Jamaicans, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
okay.
Yeah, it was really peak.
We just about, so we still experienced it, but we were in the period where it was sort of fading out a little bit.
No, because I remember in sociology, in A-level, I am not African, I'm Jamaican,
no, but
I'm
Genevieve-
British.
No, it's true, but I'm saying they had it worse. Like the people actually
We had
fighting.
it really well. We
Africans,
had to
we didn't have
fight.
anyone fighting us.
That's true.
We
I was
had
still
to
just
literally
verbal.
fight.
Do you know what I mean? It wasn't as bad. Like, we could still, do you know what I mean?
We had to literally fight either during lunchtime, in the class, outside, God knows. So obviously the popos used to come to my house. Wow. So my dad, I remember one thing he said to me, I'm tired of your kangaroo courts. Yep.
What does that mean?
The fighting, innit?
Kangaroo, you
Have you
kangaroo.
not seen the kangaroos fight?
Berkshire
I
plus
saw-
Australia, you know.
I saw on TikTok.
You go from Australia to New Zealand and back.
They had muscles, you know?
Yeah, they're
Yeah. I've seen it.
So every single time, yeah, when obviously they had to call me at school, I had to go with my dad. My dad was like, "Listen, yeah, I'm tired of you and your kangaroo courts. One more time, we'll send you back home." I was like, "Okay."
Oh, they threatened to send you back.
They threatened me several times.
Wow.
You was bad. Okay.
But thinking of it now, yeah, they gave me my passport when I was like,
How was it
when
gonna
I
work?
was
Right?
16. That passport was expired.
Wow.
Yeah, that expired long time ago, so I don't know how they would have sent me back home, but you know.
They would have found a way somehow. Boat, ship, I don't know. They would have found a way.
Yeah, so my dad has taken me to kangaroo courts at school.
That is mad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. We've never had a serious fight at our school to the point where it got police involved. have
Our
we?
school was really bad, to be honest, because at that time there were like gang members involved.
Yeah, we went to a Catholic.
We
girls'
were-
school.
Oh yeah,
Literally.
there was no chance if you're going. Nah,
You wouldn't last too long.
no, not at all.
I remember. I don't think she's ever gonna. You probably beep it out. But remember she.
I was literally thinking her.
She.
I was literally thinking
I was-
her.
and-
What was her last name?
I don't know her name. Is it Angeline?
What's it? You remember that? What's it?
That's weird. You know why? Because she traumatized me.
I had a at my school as well.
Yeah, but
This Chanel's
I
old band
I
vibe.
remember I reported her. Oh, one thing, I don't think you knew this about me. I was a snitch.
Wow.
I was a snitch because you're not gonna threaten my life.
I think I remember that
Do you
happening.
know I snitched bare times? I'm not joking. Like anything that made me uncomfortable, I snitched about because I knew that there was no point me using verbal because at that point I wasn't very strong on like being able to argue back. I've only gotten better now, but in school I didn't know what to say. So I'm like, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not a fighter. Well, before I was.
Back in Nigeria.
But honestly, but after when I got to the age of like 14, 15, I just didn't want to fight anybody. So I was like, I'm not gonna fight you. So the only thing I could do was snitch on you, and I would snitch on every single person.
What did she do to you?
I don't know what she did, but you know when they do the little try to like whisper. No, what girls do when they whisper behind your back, and you know they're talking about it, they're laughing.
Yeah.
That used to irritate me. I'm thinking, I was like, I don't have to stand for this.
Oh, come on.
So after the lesson was over, I went
Okay.
straight to my whoever was in charge. I said she had a BB gun. She had a BB gun. They're like, yeah. Oh, we've been told a few times she had a BB gun, and in 2 days she got kicked out. So
It was you.
I was not me, but I was one of the people because apparently when I got it, they said it, other people have told them in it. But I remember confirming it. I was like,
my
yeah,
God.
me, she had a BB gun because I was like, excuse me, you want to make me uncomfortable?
You want to fight and tussle?
No, that she wasn't the only person. I've snitched on bare people.
Who? No way.
Begged me as well.
No.
Because basically she was
way.
like, it was okay, yeah, but she was doing this thing where when there's different crowd of people, she would change her personality
okay.
and try
Oh,
to like
she was-
act bad,
Mm.
and I'll be like, this is not you. And it really confused me because I liked her. I kept overlooking
I think I remember.
And then it got to a point I was like, wait, hold on, Link can flinch you.
Can you not say her name to make times? I have to edit this, you know.
Oh, sorry. I can flinch you. So I'm like, why am I scared of this girl? So
Yeah.
I literally said to her, I was like, if you bother me again, I'm gonna report you to the police.
Oh, Favor.
And him to. I said it
Ah,
again.
Favor.
She came back the next day. She was like, I'm so sorry. She started crying, you know.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean. I didn't think it was that
I
bad.
can imagine with a little
And
accent as
after
well.
that time, she never bothered me again. But there's more people. Boy, I snitched.
Wow.
Everyone. Because what? One thing about I'm not gonna fight. Because what's the point of fighting? Because it didn't do anything. I saw people fight and didn't get anywhere. So I knew my
I
method.
got somewhere. Respect.
Come on.
They call me chief.
Hey.
What am I doing? I like peace. I've always liked peace. What am I doing? Respect. Don't call me anything. Leave me alone.
Just call me Favor.
Just call me Favor.
Chief.
Just leave me alone. Don't
Chief's
bother me.
coming. Quick.
Nah, man. I didn't want anyone to. I didn't want. First of all, I didn't want to be. No, I didn't even want to be noticed. So don't
Yeah.
notice me. Don't call me. Just leave me alone. So I made sure I snitched on every single person.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, you know.
Yeah, I
Just
snitched.
That's mad.
Me and
I
I
just cried.
think I would have beaten you up if I knew you were going to snitch on me. Oh my days.
You don't know
Thank
my. You know
God.
there's levels to snitching.
There's levels.
There's levels.
FBI
Before
snitch.
you're trying to beat me, the police is already there.
Right,
Before
Let's go.
as you're coming to beat me up, they're like, "Is there some commemorate?" I'm like, "She's there." I'm
Oh,
not joking.
okay.
I was quick. I was quick
Oh
with
my
it. I didn't give
God.
people time to try and find more plans, and they didn't know it was me. That's the point. You don't know who it is because I'm like confessions.
Nah, to be honest, because you're quiet in
I
it,
was
they will never
quiet.
suspect
I was
it.
quiet. As soon as I see small, I'm going to the head
my
teacher.
days.
I did it,
Oh
but I
my
stopped
God.
around like year 9.
Oh my days.
Yeah, I think that's when I stopped, and then I started using verbal.
Hey, did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. No. Move. Oh, you have so many names to edit.
Okay, just say one
No, the
person.
girl that the person I blocked you.
When?
I made her cry.
No way.
I made her
When did you make her cry?
Basically, she was similar to her. She was another person that would change with different people. So I think we were having RE or something, and then she was trying to act bad, and she kept saying things, and she was poking at me. I'm
Yeah.
like, I said to her, if you carry on, if I say what I need to say, you're gonna cry. And she's like, you're not gonna make me cry. And she's acting more tough, and I was like,
yeah.
you don't know me. I'm not the year 9 favorite, you know. I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I said something that touched because I basically one thing I started doing after year 9, I started realizing that I'll see somebody and I'll find. I'm sure I've told you this. I'll see you and I'll try and analyze and see what I can say to you in desperate situations.
Wow.
And
Favor is.
I don't know. Is there anything I told this? I'll basically look at the person and I have one thing I can say to you if you ever do anything really horrible
And you know
to
it's
me.
gonna break.
I know
them.
it's gonna break them. I didn't tell you this.
I don't remember.
I told you
know.
Anissa. But anyway, so I knew hers. I forgot what it was. I knew exactly what to say, and she kept poking. And I told her to stop though. Constantly.
Yeah, of course.
And she
yeah.
didn't. She wasn't listening to me. And them lot were laughing, encouraging. They're like, "Oh, that's that. They're like, "Oh, that's bad, you know. That's bad." No one to do that. They tried to make
Yeah.
it seem like I'm like this girl doesn't know. And I said my one little line, and she was like, "What?
Favor's acting right now.
She's like, you went too far. You went too far. And she was like, no, miss, you went too far. And then everyone was like, nah, but you've been digging at you. This
So your fault.
But because to them, they didn't think it was that deep. Because I knew it would hurt her. But I don't remember what. But I knew that when they heard, they were like, what does that even say? Like, it was like, but she started crying, and Miss was like, okay, I'm gonna take.
Oh, Favor.
Well, you're gonna have to edit.
Oh God.
So Miss was like, I'm gonna take her out of the class and get her to calm down, but she was crying, like
Oh my
proper
God,
crying.
Favor.
After that, I realized, like, Favor, you need to be careful.
Yeah, you do.
Because it wasn't that deep. But no, she bothered me, man. I was really upset because I think you're not bad. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because we're actually friends outside this whole group of people.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that-
What year was this?
This is like year 11.
You have 11.
Yeah. Around
That's
year 11.
mad.
Yeah, I did. But I don't think I told you guys. I don't think
No,
I
I
did.
don't think because I don't remember this.
Yeah, I made her cry and she didn't. Afterwards, she just left me alone. She never bothered me again, so it
Now,
worked.
Favor with her words, the one I will never forget. Remember in film studies,
Oh, that was
that
nothing, though.
Favor
That was a
for
whole
me,
speech.
that was the most traumatized. I remember I wasn't even close. I remember just shaking. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
I was like, Favor, oh my
I'm
God.
saying, honestly, don't ever drag this person to any fight. Because I'm trying to focus on because I was giving a whole monologue of speech about how horrible they were in sixth form. This girl was shaking behind me. Shaking as my leg was shaking. I'm thinking, You're really distracting me here. Like, I have a mission to finish my, and I can feel her shaking because our chairs were very close together.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember that.
I can feel this. I'm just like, what is this, man? Why are you shaking? Like, why? And I remember afterwards, I said to Jiffy, why is she like, pray for her? Pray for her. And I was like, what is wrong with you? And I told Anissa what happened. Anissa was like, yeah, they deserve it. This was to say, pray for her. I was like, what?
I can't do, especially because of the people that were involved.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, I couldn't do it. I thought,
That was when I realized the power of words. That you have to start saying stuff. But yeah, Mimi was fighting everybody. Mimi was a fighter.
oh god.
Yeah, I wasn't a fighter. When I was younger, I was, but when I got older, nah, I stopped fighting.
Nah, the only people I've thrown punches to is my brothers, and that's it.
I still can't believe you guys still fight.
Not fight like that, just a little.
Look,
She's lying. Because she doesn't want the po-po to come after her. You lying.
Oh
But,
god.
But so going back to our fathers and stuff, I still feel like
God.
no, I genuinely feel like that whole power. I don't know why you guys haven't experienced it, but I genuinely feel like there's the actual power battle between fathers and daughters. But I feel like it's worse with fathers and sons
Okay, explain.
because it's not me, but people that I know, could be me, could not be me. So the male son feels like he's also in charge.
Okay.
yeah, true.
He feels like I'm a man.
Yeah.
Especially when you get to an age where you're past 18, you're like, I'm actually a man now.
If you're earning, you got a job.
and you're
everything,
earning,
yeah.
it's like, you can't really tell me what to do. And as being a man, they feel like they can also tell what the household should do. And they feel like their opinions carry weight as well. So if the father is saying no, I'm still in charge. It's like almost like, okay, who are you going to listen to? It's a weird dynamic. Whereas with girls, well, from my perspective, I would usually just be like I say, I wouldn't try to show my power battle in front of people. I would usually just wait till everyone's gone. Then I would explain myself. My brothers, the people brothers.
Wow. Okay.
The people's brothers. The people, yeah.
Them people there.
Yeah. They would try to show their power and position in front of everybody. I'm like, you don't need to do that. I feel like it's like a masculinity thing where I'm like, I'm a man, you're a man. Even though you're my dad, I'm still a man as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's a weird dynamic. And also, do you know anyone that's actually really close to their dad, like female wise?
I think films, series that we watch or something.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Not real life. Not
who
real
in
life.
person? Because usually people are closer to their moms. Who in person is actually do you know? Because I know one
The
person.
person that blocked
But
me was really close with her dad.
Oh,
She was like
Yeah,
really
yeah,
close
yeah.
with
But
her
I
dad.
feel like I am close to my dad, but at a distance, if that makes any sense.
how does that work?
It works well, but it's like
When you're on the other side of the country, yeah, we're
Yeah,
close.
like
I don't
close.
understand.
We're
Why can't
best
you be
friends.
close and be distance?
But the thing is, my dad, he's more open. He's open. He can tell me anything.
Okay.
But me, on the other hand, yeah, I have to think about what I tell my dad because anything that I tell him, there's always. So I have to, navigate.
Wait, I don't understand that. Can you explain that language, please?
I don't know.
You said I don't know what that meant.
So is it? So
Like
she said,
Italian.
You said yeah. Jamie, what did she say?
no, I understand. It's a case.
Explain.
Oh,
Sorry.
are you okay? It's all right. Calm down.
Explain what she said.
If you're angry, get out of the room.
Explain.
5 minutes.
You're trying to divert.
Breathe in and out.
Explain what she said.
No, I get it. I feel like sometimes, I feel like it's the same with my dad. Like, he will come to me, he will rant about everything, tell me his friend's business, everything. But if I come to him for a little thing, it's always a lecture, it's always something.
Is that what you meant?
I can't
okay.
come to him and just tell him something without it just being, I'm just telling you something. He's got to add on to it. Then I'm sitting there for 30 minutes. You are a woman. Hey, Genevieve, when you get married, do you know what I mean? It's
I
long.
don't actually get that.
It's
Man,
long.
I never get. And I don't actually. My dad doesn't do that to me.
It's long.
Then you're blessed.
No,
Really?
I'm not. Let me explain. I'm not blessed though. What he does instead is he gives unwarranted lectures that I didn't. So
I
you
think
know,
every dad does.
you know
that.
how you're talking about you go to your dad and then you're always like you're trying to rant to him. I'm in my own room, minding my own business. He'll come in and say, you know Russia,
Not Russia.
you know NATO. No, I don't. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't care. And then he just goes on the talk and it's like just trying to break things down that I didn't ask for. That's where I the lecture thing.
I think with my dad, because obviously from Congo we speak French, he does his lectures in French. I can only understand 10% of what the man says. I'll just be like, mariage.
Well, I thought you could understand.
Because I don't speak it as much as before, so French has gone out of my mind.
So this person that is speaking to you doesn't know his daughter.
I don't know a word that he says. I can't understand. He'll be like, hey, mariage, something. Oh, what's another? See, I can't even think of.
So why don't you tell him that you don't understand? Are you letting him just keep talking?
Because we don't. When we're having a conversation, it will be in either English or Lingala.
Okay.
But when he's going off on one, it's the entire time is French. Le Bible se dit. Something. The Bible. Oh my God, this is another thing I want to talk about my dad.
Breathe. 1, 2.
So my dad is one of those Christians. They can tell you every verse in the Bible.
Okay.
In this verse, it says this. He'll even question you, like, no, Jen, when they say this, what do they actually mean? But in practice, my mom cusses him.
It would never work. All of them. You won't work. We will rant.
I think your dad has heard you.
We of uncle. We will rant. Sorry, yeah. You're gonna have to record everything. We're gonna rant. Can you imagine? That is spooky.
The dads, they're not happy with us.
No. We're gonna rant about it. Sorry.
But my mom actually cussed me the other day. She was like, "How are you lecturing me about the Bible when you yourself you're not even living the life?" Huh? I was like, "Hey,
Jen, that's standard. That's like
standard."
African parents.
No, my dad. My mom's fine.
Does your mom actually try to follow what the Bible says?
No, my mom's probably like. I remember growing up, I used to look up to my mom in terms of the relationship that she has with God. Like, she's fine. I know she'll make it.
You talking about? So you saying your dad doesn't pray? Is that what you're trying to say?
He doesn't do anything apart from spit the Bible verses to people.
Are you serious? He doesn't pray?
No, I remember because basically maybe up until like 2 years ago, but we never used to go to church. So whenever it was New Year's, we'd always be at home and pray. My mum was literally like, "Can you come downstairs and go into the New Year and pray with us?" This man just sat there. He was like, "Thank you, God." He was like, "Henok, do you want to pray?" I was like, "Wow."
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What if it's one of those people that pray on the inside?
No, not at all.
I beg.
Not at all. With the amount of time the man spends on his phone, he doesn't have time
Can you
for
imagine?
prayer.
You can talk so much, but you want to pray on the inside. Does that make sense? No, you talk every day. Like, you talk out. But when it comes to prayer...
Literally, like, it's really... Like, I mean, I don't even know... Oh, you know what? If I talk, it's a
Just
bit too
talk.
deep. No, it's a deep and personal. My mum thinks he's got a best friend. She thinks that the best friend, because he's known for being spiritually bad, right? She thinks that he's not possessed him, but she's gained control. He's gained control of my dad.
Yeah.
So my mum's like, this is why you don't come to church, you don't pray, because of your friend.
No, but your friends do have influence in you. And
Hey, let's not talk about friends. My dad.
Go on. Go on, memory. Let's go.
What did your dad do?
Bruh.
What happened?
My dad, I don't think my dad likes my friends, you know? Like, honestly, any little thing that I do, Dad, my decisions that I make, your friends are the ones, bad influence. Look at you. Ugh.
Yeah, but what friends has he met? What friends has he met? I've never met your dad before in my life.
Mate.
So it's not me. It's not me. It can't be. Unless he met me in the spirit, because
Not in spirit.
I've only ever seen Mama's dad's picture, and I was even shocked. The day I saw him, I was like, he looks young and actual handsome.
My dad is handsome.
Mama's dad is handsome. Yeah,
My dad is
he's
beautiful
tall as well.
He is beautiful.
Yeah, and like if I wouldn't think he gave birth to someone as old as Memory. Does that make sense? He doesn't look old. So I've never met your dad before, but so what friends?
I don't know. Like, you know, when parents, I think when parents gather in their little meetings when they go out or something,
they have to, especially WhatsApp messages.
When they do gatherings, God knows where they meet up. Especially Zim parents, yeah, they're full of ish. Gag, that means shit.
Shit.
Like,
why is it so long?
I don't know, but I'm just expressing.
Can you imagine? All I want to say is shit. I was like,
Wow.
whoa.
I don't understand why they will go on and have a drink, and then they chat about their kids, yeah.
Yeah.
And then now, like, they like to compete. Like, I don't know why they like to compete, but parents, man.
You know what? I don't think my dad pays attention to me apart from when I'm looking after the kids. I remember there was a time I was 16. I heard him talking on the phone. Yeah, my daughter's 14. I said, huh? Sorry? Excuse me? Sir? 14, 15, 16. Where did that come from? I was like, what is going on? Here I am paying attention to your birthday, your age, your everything, and you tell me I'm 2 years younger. Nah.
Well, that doesn't know how old my sister was.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Rufus, he was like, wow. Yes. Rufus, bro.
Oh
That
my
is so
God.
true. Oh my God, talk about my dad. I don't know if this ever happened to you. My dad calls all of us our names, different names. So he called me, gives me Miracle Favor Ruby before calling my name. He's trying to call Favor, he'll be like, Ruby Favor, good, Favor. And I'm like, yes, Dad.
Yeah, that's more my mom.
I heard him on the phone talking to my dad. He's talking to his brother and they called his brother Favor.
Oh.
I was in my room, I heard Favor. I said, it's not me. How are you calling your own brother Favor? I was like, first of all, why's my name in your mouth? This is scary. He mixes our names all the time. Like, he doesn't see the gender. Like, my mom actually
Not the
mixes
gender.
My mom mixes me and Ruby, which makes sense.
Yeah, of
my
course.
grandma mixes me and Ruby. My dad mixes me, Ruby, gift. All of us. Like, we're literally different genders. Like, he just calls our names. Like, he's like, basically, my point I'm trying to stress on is that he doesn't really pay attention.
No.
Like, he just wants to just say something to
Yeah,
get you to come.
just to
get you to come. So whatever name comes out, it's like, how you calling me Miracle, man? Come on. Like,
Not Miracle.
come on. There's no link. Like, we're not close at all. But
My mum's like that, but she says because there's too many of us, and I'm like,
that's what they keep saying, but there's only 4 of us. I'm sorry.
and my mum wants to add another one. It's like you'll probably name the child Genevieve as well.
I think she should move out. If I never try to come,
And I tell my
move
mum
out.
every single day. She's like, oh, you know what? I want a baby. Let me move out
Nah,
first,
move out.
and then you can have your child.
Yeah.
Please, I can't do it.
my mom
I
wants a
can't.
dog, and I said to her, she gets a
dog?
dog, I'm moving out.
Oh, not a dog, Favor.
Oh, do you want to take over? Do you want to take care of the dog?
I don't mind. I like dogs.
Oh, you can come over and take care of the dog.
No problem. I'll become the new Favor.
I would not take care of a dog.
Really? I want a
No.
cat, to be fair.
Witchcraft.
Ah, auntie, come on. Husband, if you listen to this, let's get a cat.
Genevieve, in the night time.
Oh my
Have you
days,
seen
have
their
you
eyes?
Eyes, they're like.
No, but it's because of the science.
I don't care.
I forget that. It's science, yeah.
I don't care.
Spooky as hell.
It's scary.
No, oh my God, have you guys heard a cat fight?
I have.
Oh,
yeah.
My
Hold on.
neighbours have 4 cats.
Wait. Jen, hold on. Did you not see my Instagram rant? There's 20 cats. My neighbor has 20 cats. She had the audacity to tell us, oh, there's still more coming to my parents. She gets, and
Does she live by
she
herself?
doesn't. No, she has a family, but the thing is, she doesn't. She has so many cats that her cats are going to everyone's like garden because they have no space. So in my own house, I'm here.
Now, when they're fighting, it's
And do I have-
scary.
I don't have a cat.
Females, isn't it?
No, it sounds like a woman's crying, like. Oh, I remember the first time my window was open. I said, "Jaden, are you okay?"
It's
And
scary.
"Yow!"
It's scary.
No.
I remember when I used to work from home, I used to be so annoyed because I'll wake up and I can't sleep because I'm hearing and they make noise randomly. Like, they're not crying, they're not fighting, they just want to make noise. just and I'm looking to see why, and the cat is just there still, not moving, nothing, just making noise.
I still want a cat.
No, God forbid. That one never
I
happened. But
still
it
want
was
a cat.
like, it was actually horrible. Like, my neighbours had too many cats, and it didn't make sense.
Oh my
Why?
God! Now
They
we've
had-
got 4. There was one where they literally travelled out of the country to get the cat. She even came to the door. This is our little new kitty. We bought it from Russia. I said, hey. My mum said, how much was it? Oh, it's so expensive, but it's so beautiful.
No, please.
Guys, let's not talk about cats. We don't want to get charged. Yeah.
Nah.
What is it called? Peter is gonna come for us. NSPA, whatever they're called. The charity.
Get out of here. I have freedom of speech. But
Oh, God.
I don't mind animals. I like dogs. If I had to get an animal, I'll get a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
prefer cats.
I don't prefer cats at all.
I love
But
them.
yeah, dads are very interesting. I think they're very
Yeah.
interesting characters.
No, they are. They
But I
are.
think they're very protective as well. But at the same time, they've got a funny way of showing how protective they are. It's
I don't
ridiculous.
sense that from my dad. You know, I feel like he doesn't care.
That's what you think.
That's what you think. You don't
Yeah.
care.
I remember
Let
in the
anyone
summer
piss
there was
you
a
off.
time where Henok, I don't know why he was angry. The boy literally ran away. for 5 minutes, but he ran away. Me and my auntie, bear in mind, she's pregnant. We're like, where's Henna? My dad comes back from work. Oh, it's just age. Well, I was like, Dad, it's not age. He's ran away from home. My dad said, yeah, it's just age. I said, sorry. My dad doesn't care. I feel like he doesn't care.
I think he does, but you just don't know.
Favour, your son has run away and you're saying it's just age.
Talking about run away, I once ran away from home, yeah.
You're brave.
Remember
It was tough.
Remember her story.
Listen, I ran away from home, right? So, Dad, this is my confession. So basically, this is the lie that I told my dad because he was so adamant that he was right to the point I had to say, yes, Dad, you are right. Yes. So imagine something happened at home and I was fed up. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to leave. So I left. So at that time we used to live in Los Angeles. So, and I was going all the way in West Brom.
Hey.
Wow.
Back in the day, I used to be an athlete. I used to run. So I was better than Usain Bolt, like fast.
Sorry.
Liar, liar.
Way better than you, whatever his name is, Mr. Bolt. So basically, I then left. Yeah. One thing about me is if you take me to a place one time,
Yeah.
I'll master the road and I'll remember it. So obviously, I left home. Then I went to my dad's ex-house.
Ex?
Yeah.
Not the ex.
Yeah, I went to the ex. She's so lovely. She's such a lovely woman. Yeah. So, by the time when I got there, obviously they'd called the police. She's gone missing. This, and that. I ran, and I walked. Got to a house. So now my dad was trying to calculate. Okay, you've taken this long, so that means you must have gotten the bus. This, and that. I didn't even know that the buses were free for kids. I didn't know.
Oh, wow.
I thought I had to pay. So I only found out about this not long ago that, kids don't pay. So at that time, at my age, yeah, I think I was like 9, 10-ish.
Oh my gosh, she was 9. How?
They were free. I didn't know. Because obviously, like, when
you ran away at 13. My girl said 9.
9, 10. I think I was 9, 10. Yeah,
Wow.
literally. I ran away from home. Damn. Yeah, so my dad literally thought I caught the bus. But Dad, I only told you I caught the bus because you just wanted to win the conversation. No, I walked and I ran.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's very dramatic for a 9-year-old. Like, what were you?
I run away.
Why were you trying to run away from your family?
That's the situation that I was in at the
Okay.
time. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
needed to leave the house. I needed to leave the house.
How
so-
come I've never wanted to run away? Why is everyone? It seems like everybody has a story.
Me and my friend, we talked about it, but we were never brave enough to do
I've
it.
never done it.
No, my situation, yeah, I just needed to leave. Like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I think the closest place I'd run away is to Nana's house, and she was across the road from me.
I went to a
Literally, just across the road.
My sister has run. Oh my god, Rubio's causes problems. So this is our first family. This is why I'm actually scarred. Like, I'm scared to go on a family trip with my family. So we went to London. As we just arrived now, and Ruby was tiny, and my dad was. I think he was holding her, but I think he just let go of her for a few seconds. And you know how London is very busy and there's a lot of
course,
people.
yeah.
Next week, we've turned. Ruby's nowhere to be found.
Oh God.
And my dad, he doesn't know how to hide his panic. He's a very loud African man. I can't even explain it. He's loud. Like, he was like, "Where is Ruby?" Like, he was screaming. And I'm like, you're trying to be embarrassed, but at this point, thinking, actually, where's my sister? Like,
Yeah, of course,
where's
yeah.
my sister? But he was shouting, running around because he's panicking. He's not trying to think straight. Let's just trying to trace our steps back
Yeah.
or something. Next thing, my dad ran. And we're in the middle of a bunch of people. So I'm like, if I do this man now, his phone is still with us. Like, what, can everyone just be... It was just all over the place. And he ran. So and then I'm trying to look for my sister. And we found my sister like somewhere just randomly, but she looked so lost. She's just looking around like this.
With her big eyes as well.
And we're like, Ruby, why did you run? Why did you actually run? But then
Who told you?
the thing is, with Ruby at that age, she was just very like, she just wanted to run. I can't
Yeah.
explain this because even after that situation, she tried to do it again. My dad just held her hand. He was like, where do you want to run to?
Yeah.
Do you know anywhere here? She was very like a very
Active child.
active child. She just wanted to just run.
The favourite, the little thing she did there.
That's how she
She
was.
sounds like, was she like Roman?
Kind of, yeah. Like she just wanted to run around, but
Oh
now
my
she's completely
gosh.
different, which is really weird. Like her
Yeah.
personality is completely different, but she wants to just run around. So after that, like, after that situation, I feel like my dad is quite scarred. So we went to London recently, December, and my dad, Ruby is tall, by the way, big girl, you know.
He still hard out to her.
Ruby was like, "No, leave me alone. Give me your hand." He was like, "Dad, man, Dad." He was like, "Give me your hand." I'm there watching both of them like, can you guys see yourselves? Like, you're fighting in big London like this.
Yeah.
We went London again. And she was so embarrassed. She was
Oh,
I could
bless
see her. And then my mom was like, you know what I'll do? My mom came and held her. Ruby didn't mind holding my mom's hand. But my dad, she just wanted,
You're not running away.
so my mom was like, okay, I'm not going to hand, I'm just going to link arms.
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
She made it for more comfortable. She was like, I'm not a baby, you know? I'm not a baby.
If you need the way you traumatized
My
us.
dad, and every second, I'd be like, where's Ruby? Like, Ruby's behind you. Every time.
Oh, bless him.
He
he's
kept like,
traumatized.
he literally kept asking where's Ruby, like, oh my gosh, Ruby's not small anymore. She's actually tall.
Yeah.
Where's me? Where is me? No, honestly, where is me? Because I'm next to you.
Babe, I actually hate you. What do you mean, where's me? I
No,
hate
but
you.
honestly, you're looking for someone that's clearly visible.
Yeah.
Like, she's 2 years taller than me, and you're looking for Ruby. I could easily be lost, but I'm smaller. Look for me. I'm there. But every time you ask me where's Ruby, I'm like Ruby's there. Ruby's there. Not where's my mom, but I think that situation actually traumatized him because he's
No, I can imagine.
She's very
She's
like
tiny.
every second he's like where's Ruby, where's Ruby, where's Ruby. But she finds it embarrassing. She doesn't really
She
like.
doesn't understand.
So I feel like the African dads are very. I feel like they're quite protective, but it's because of the lack of emotions. They are not able to show how protective they are.
Yeah.
It's because some African dads are different, but majority of African dads are not very good at showing emotions and showing how they
not
actually
at all.
feel.
Not
Like,
at all.
I don't. Have you seen your dad cry? I think I've ever seen it once. Like,
I've seen it when his mum died.
see, that's a traumatic experience. That's something massive. Like, people do cry. Things happen daily that could make you cry, but you never see them cry. So I've only ever seen my dad cry once, and I was really, really young. So it's like the emotion side is they don't show emotions.
Yeah.
So even if they feel the need to protect you, is a thing where they're protecting you, but you just wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Because they're not telling you to that. Unlike other people.
I think with my dad, what you just said,
Yeah.
with the way of him protecting me is him ranting and shouting and giving me a lecture like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah,
to do
yeah,
A, B, C,
yeah.
and D.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, but Dad, I just want you to hug me, tell me everything's okay, but it's a lecture, everything.
Have you ever hugged your dad before?
Oh, mate, I'll tell you. I think I remember 4 times hugging my dad.
4 times.
Even at 4 times. How many do you have?
I'm honestly trying to think. Maybe. No. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
can't.
remember.
Just twice.
So I was excited. I remember one time, I think I was 4 or 5. Like, my dad had dropped me off at my mum's house, like my grandparents' house, and then he left. And I remember I was wearing this little small yellow skirt and a white top. I chased after my dad. I was like, Daddy, Daddy. Literally, Dad turned around and then he saw his little midget running
Oh wow.
towards him, and then he just went down on his knees and just gave me a hug and picked me up. I was like, yeah, my daddy loves me. And then the other time was when we came to the UK. Hey, same, how he did it, ran towards my dad, gave him a hug. And then the third one, I think my dad must have went out, with his friends. That was when I was older. I think I was in year 7, year 8. My little brother, now. Oh, imagine I'm new in the UK. I have the first picture of me and my friends from school. Now I've left primary school. Now I'm in high school, so I've got a picture.
Yeah.
I must have pissed off my younger brother so much to the point that he ripped the pictures. Hey, at that time I really wanted to deck him, but I think I did, but not too much.
Not too hard.
Those
Yeah.
punches they sound a bit hard. Did you hear those punches? Boom!
I was so pissed and I was angry, hurt at the same time. I'm thinking my memories of my primary school friends are gone because these were my first pictures and whatnot from school.
Yeah.
So I remember my dad came, he was so drunk. Yes, Dad, you were drunk. He just gave me a hug, That hug, just took the pain away.
Oh.
So I was like,
That's all it takes. Just a hug. Just one hug. Just one hug,
Literally.
That's mad.
And then
Mad.
the other hug was last year. my dad was like, "Oh, come outside." He surprised me. I think he went to the butcher's close to my house. But the surprising part, there were something. I think he had a new car or something. So he was like, "Oh, come outside." Like, I just got a random text message like, "Oh, come outside. I'm outside in a white car." When I saw my dad, yeah, the way I ran downstairs, opened the door, like down the stairs, like down the stairs, saw my dad. I just quickly went and hugged him. But I think my dad was like feeling a bit awkward seeing a grown-ass woman hugging him. But for me, that was like, yep, I'm so happy that my dad is here. And I just hugged him. Dad, I want more hugs from you. That's what I want.
That must feel nice.
I know.
Like, it must be nice.
It was priceless. Like, I think he was more shocked. I was just happy to see him.
I think whenever my dad will hug me next, I think I'll cry.
I know Jenny will definitely cry.
I think I'll cry.
It takes a little. Actually, between you two, who's more emotional? This one.
I'm
literally feeling emotional just hearing her story about her dad.
Are you actually more emotional? But memory is low-key emotional, guys. Memory is one of those people, yeah. You'd think she's not emotional, but she's emotional. She's emotional, and I've caught you. Because I've seen little glimpses. Remember, you're emotional. You're emotional.
I care.
You're emotional.
I care.
There's something called caring. I care.
No, but it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. But
David doesn't care.
Huh?
Huh?
I'm emotional.
In my entire 14, 15 years of knowing you, I've seen you cry once.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
No.
There's different types of emotion. Laughter.
Once.
Ha.
That's not
That's emotion.
I don't care. I want to see tears.
I'm sorry.
Once.
That sounds a bit evil.
Yeah, once. Only once. And I remember I was just like, oh my God, Favor cries? She's a person?
You need to stop that because I'm actually, I have feelings too.
I have feelings too. Okay. Anyway.
Wow.
No, I'm just not as expressive as them.
I think if you want to see me vulnerable, I think it's the whole subject of talking about my dad. But me, I think I'm not an emotional person.
No, I've seen you vulnerable though.
When
you just don't remember. I have.
I should have think about like what the heck
I
happened.
have. You telling me a story about something and then you started crying, but I just kept. You just act normal. So
did I cry?
Yes. So the person doesn't realize. I just kept it normal. I let you. This one easily.
Every little thing.
Call me. I'm like, are you gonna get to
the amount of times I've actually called you
crying? No,
Genuinely,
it's straight. There's no hello.
Then
I'll literally be like,
she'll call me, and as soon as I say stuff, she starts crying. Because it clearly means she just wanted to cry. But
you know what? I think you'd be more worried if she didn't cry.
It's true.
If she didn't show her emotions now, then that's when you.
But Jamie is very emotional. But the whole hugging dad situation, I just don't. I feel like this is one thing. If I do get married, I'm gonna make sure my husband is very affectionate. 100%. Because it's so important. Like,
so important.
Like hiding your emotions from your kids.
Not even that. Like my dad does not hug my mum. Like my parents are not affectionate. Like the other day, my mum had it's so comical. She actually chased him around the house just for a hug. She was like, leave me alone. She's like, I just want. Oh my
now
God.
I've seen my dad. My dad is he's affectionate when he's extremely happy. And it's very weird when you see happy. You're like, hey, what's this?
Happiness.
Like, oh my darling. Oh, and we're looking like, what's he doing? Because we're just like, this is weird. But
yeah.
I have seen him affectionate, but it's him being emotional. I've just never seen, and I've just had to. It's like I've had to do investigation to find my dad. I have to just catch him off guard because I don't see it. So it's like I take it upon myself to make sure I catch him when he doesn't know, to see him emotional. Because and there's I think mom knows already, but I've caught him whispering to my mom about us. Like he's basically trying to pour his heart out. But he'd be like, so I walked in, but then I was there. I was like, let's listen. And I heard everything. And in the morning, I was like, Mom, I know what that does. And I told her, she's like, hey? I was like, yeah. She's like, but he does it all the time, bro. I was like, so that's what he does every time. So basically, he doesn't show us his emotions, but he would go and whisper to my mom when he thinks we're all sleeping, and say this. So I told him to give them milk, and they were shocked. They're like, "That is that." Yeah, I'm like, that is emotional.
This is what I mean, man. Like, I think our generation is better. I feel like our generation is better.
Yeah, sure.
So,
and actually, you'd like to think that, but you'd be shocked.
Really?
Yeah. Some people are still quite.
Do you know what? There's some girls that clash with their dads because obviously they want their dads to love them and stuff, but because when you do understand, with me, I know my dad loves me, I know, but he doesn't have to tell me that he loves me, but I know that he does.
But it would be nice to tell.
Yeah, just a simple,
Yeah,
you're
like,
right, I love
just,
you.
just a little message like, I love you. The only time, oh my days, the only time when my dad has called me daughter was this year on my birthday.
Daughter.
He's always
Not
referencing
even.
me as son.
My
like
darling,
my
my
son.
daughter.
My son is always calling me either a boy or son. One of them.
Are you serious?
I'm being serious.
I mean, with our history,
Yeah.
fighting and tussling and...
Oh, that's true. One of the punishments that they used to shave my hair. So,
Oh, no.
hey,
one of
yeah,
those.
it was one of them
Oh,
ones.
You remember yours?
no.
There's a lot more context. Okay, I'll give. Actually, I'll because I don't think I'm sharing too much. But memory was one of those kids that was just really, really pretty. So she had a lot of male attention. So I think her parents were trying to
okay.
like reduce the attention she was getting, and they thought by shaving her head it would make her look more of a boy, but it didn't work.
But sometimes it's the complete opposite. You look even more pretty.
It didn't
Listen,
work. Yeah.
The purples coming to my house were the reasons why I used to get shaved. If I fight with
No,
anyone,
but, oh yeah, wait, which is that hugging, yeah. Honestly, they need to get. I feel like no, they honestly need to get better.
let me
Every
tell
time.
you, my dad traumatized me once. So my dad found out that I lost my virginity, right?
Oh no! My
Mhm.
my worst nightmare.
Yeah, so he had to be the one that had to give me the sex talk. Hey, I remember he set me down. Obviously, expressing in English doesn't sound the same than expressing in Debele, but he was like, don't be like one of those girls that vagina becomes big like this. And then I was, listen, he was like, I was so traumatized.
Did they not teach people
listen.
biology in Africa? Please.
Listen, my dad was like, you don't want to end up looking like a bus. I just can't.
I have no words.
And then my dad was like, so you don't want to be like those girls when they're having sex with you, or when you're walking, your vagina's like,
Nah. I'll be holding it in. I'll be holding
Let it out. Let it out.
he
Let
was
it
like,
out.
Hey! No. There's a limit. There's a limit. There's actually a limit to information. I'm sorry. Are you hearing this? Like, imagine your dad. Hey! Dude, no.
Oh
Man.
my god.
I was like, I surrender.
Nah, man.
No.
Nah. Come on, man.
That's what we do in church when we're praising Lord.
man.
Nah,
That's
please.
very.
That's
very
terrible.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I feel uncomfortable even though this has already happened. I'm very
Have you
uncomfortable
had the sex talk
from my dad.
from your parents? In
My
general?
mom is very. She talks. My mom works in the hospital. She doesn't care, man. She take everything. And like without even you asking. My dad has. In my dad's eyes, yeah, I'm still a baby.
Of course.
Like
of course.
I haven't. He doesn't see me as an adult yet.
No.
Sometimes he has little hints here and there that I'm actually grown because I'm literally 25. But he doesn't. He still sees me as a little child.
Yeah.
So he doesn't. I don't feel like he even. His mind doesn't go that far. Does that make
People
sense?
like, you know sex?
Like he
Who
doesn't.
taught you that?
But my mom she knows. She tell me like, yeah.
Okay.
She tells me stuff,
Okay.
and but she only started being more open about sex when I got older.
Of course, yeah.
So when I was younger, my mom didn't really tell me anything about anything. Like it was like it didn't really exist.
Yeah.
What she says, avoid boys. That's it.
Favor, can look at the growth. We're talking about sex on the podcast.
You know what's mad? When I react, people think I'm mad. But this is the reason why I react. Because why do you have to cut me short just to tell me we're talking about sex? Really? Are we talking about sex?
I feel like this is a great growth. Because I remember, guys, at the start, she was like, Jen, because when I'm passionate about something, profanity sometimes come out. Favor was like, no, Genevieve, we are not going to be that podcast. We are never going to swear. Now look at us.
No, hold on.
Sex.
I said sex. This one wants to do. She wants to talk about what they do in the sex. Hey, clarify.
I never said that.
Clarify.
I never said
I'm
that.
talking about sex as a whole. This is what
Okay.
she wants to tell you guys
No,
what to do. In
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm not experienced.
Why is she lying?
What?
Wow.
Favor, defamation of character. Defamation of character.
Anyways,
Por favor.
Is healthy to talk about sex. It's the fact that is the way you wanted to go about it that I'm not, because I'm a
Wow.
I'm a classic girl.
Defamation. So classic girls have sex.
Yeah, but they don't talk about it.
Oh,
Like,
please.
imagine I've done it. Like, oh, come and see what I did. Everybody, come. Let me tell you. That's not classy.
No, Faith, I'm just saying that there's growth. I'm not saying let's go into detail. I'm just saying there's growth.
No, but why are you not telling them exactly why they wanted to talk about it? Because the way you wanted to talk about it was different.
When have I ever? Look at the way she's lying.
Can you just?
No.
Can you close your eyes?
No. I will open them.
Where's your
Listen,
lies?
No.
Because I
Oh my days.
Wait.
Listen,
That's gonna scare me.
the furthest
I'm not
I have
scared.
ever. Why are you still talking?
Because I want to let
Why are
them
you
know
still
that
talking?
she
The
lies and opens her big eyes. It goes like this.
The furthest I have ever wanted to take this podcast in terms of explicitness was profanities, swearing. So why are you not telling people I want to go into detail about what favor?
So when did I ever say to you don't talk about sex? So who's
No,
lying?
but I'm just saying in terms of like nah. You see you in your mouth.
Who is lying?
You see you in your mouth. Yeah, but we've never talked about sex at all.
You're really stammering.
I hate you.
You're actually
I'm
rapping.
not stammering.
Nah,
No. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Stop lying. It's alright. It's alright. Breathe. Don't worry.
Stop it.
sorry.
You want time
He
out?
literally traumatized me.
Nah.
I'm still traumatized.
Imagine hearing that kind of conversation from your dad.
Nah. You know what? I've
But
decided.
do you know what? I really like. I respect him for us. I do respect my dad for us actually having that sex talk, because I got so traumatized there. I waited.
Now, to be honest, I feel like as a parent, it's very important.
So important. I feel like 'cause my mum never had it with me. My dad never. So I'm taking it upon myself to tell my brothers about it.
Because I feel like people think that saying it would expose the child, but there's ways to say it.
Yeah.
Especially people, young kids, if they don't know what's happening, and also could prevent that child from getting abused as well. Because when kids are younger, if they don't know something like sex exists,
Yeah.
they could be exposed to things and they're not sure what's happening to
Yeah.
them. So there's ways to say it. You can try and find creative ways, like maybe talk about a fruit or something, but
Not a fruit.
no, but honestly, but you need to make them aware that no one should touch here, no one should
No,
touch
of
there.
course. Yeah.
Right, things like that. I never had that.
And I think also, like, for example, with me, I got exposed, when I say exposed to pornography, not literally,
Yeah.
but the concept of it when I was in primary school.
Yeah.
Now, when I look at my brothers...
That is so young.
It's
That is
like
so
it's
young.
actually disgustingly young. Now, when I look at my brothers, I'm like, I would much rather their first kind of like the first time that they hear about sex or whatever is through an innocent educational way rather than
Yes.
I'll look at what my friend showed me on his
Like
phone.
perverted ways
Like,
as
yeah.
well. And
So I think, you know what, I'm gonna do it this week.
tell them.
Yeah. I
Why
think
not?
it's about time. I'm gonna be like, listen,
Use
I
protection.
haven't planned it out yet. I need to do a whole
No,
presentation.
but no, actually, it's very important. Like when I have kids, I'm gonna try and find ways to let them know that, because now that the world is getting very perverted
Oh,
now,
my
that
God.
they're bringing a lot of stuff into schools that you have no control over.
Yeah.
So you can at least try your best to tell your kids your version of what sex should be like before they go to
Exactly.
school, and then their minds is completely changed, and especially with this whole thing about gender neutrality, all the stuff that is just confusing kids.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it
it's too
is.
much. Like,
Yeah.
like how is a child at 4? How does a child at 4 know that he's gay? There's things I'm just like, how do you know?
But
Gay,
they would know.
no, but gay is sexuality. That's a sexual preference. If you're 4, what do you
What
know?
do you know?
And
Yeah,
about
that's true.
sex,
That's
how
very
would you
true.
know what your sexual preference is?
Yeah.
You can like somebody by how they look, not innocently, just like someone's looks.
Mm.
But how can you know a child that's 4 years old is gay? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because that's a sexual preference. That's what when you see someone, you're sexually
You're
attracted to them.
yeah, I get what you mean.
And it's like, for me, when they're talking about they're going to introduce that into schools at young ages, it makes me I'm worried. Like, from a natural standpoint and also from a Christian standpoint, it's just something I'm like, yo, when I have kids, especially in the world the society we're living in now, the world is a messed up place. Like, it's actually
It's like Sodom and Gomorrah.
they're bringing it into cartoons, you know. The cartoons are starting to have a lot of all this stuff about it's too much. So I'm gonna take upon myself to make sure my child knows my version first.
Hey.
So when they go to school, that when they hear, they'll say, "Mommy, this is what I heard." No, they're lying. They're lying. No, run. At least they've heard my version first instead of going to school and hearing that.
Yeah.
Because you know, the first information you take in stays
Forever.
stays in your mind forever. It stays longer because that's the first introduction to it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, of
it's better to
course.
be introduced to it in a very innocent
Healthy,
way.
yeah.
Because it's not a bad thing, Like, but when you're introduced to it through like porn or something, it becomes something like, oh, I want to hide. I don't
And
want.
this is why men have erectile dysfunction.
It's a real thing, yeah. Like it's because it's not healthy. The way you're being
No.
introduced to it is almost like something's happening to me, but I don't know what it is. But
Yeah. Oh,
I
God,
need to
just think about
hide.
It makes me sad.
I need to
honestly.
hide. I need to hide this feeling.
Yeah.
But if you knew that this feeling is a natural feeling, so when you're told about it from a pure standpoint, you would know that okay, this what I'm feeling is not bad, but there's ways to control it.
Yeah, like the thing is though, I feel like because the school that my brothers go to is the Church of England school, so in year 5 they do have someone coming in and being like, okay, girls have periods, boys you will start to feel erect and everything. I remember even my brother came to me, I'm not going to say which one, but he was like, oh, sometimes when I get near a girl or she touches me, sometimes like my thing goes up. I said, yeah, that's normal because you're a boy, but just make sure that you don't make it obvious or known, that you make people around you uncomfortable. If you need to sort it out, ask to go to the toilet. I don't know what you do, but I don't know.
If you need to sort it out, sort it out.
No, but I'm just saying, I just wanted him to be like, it's just your
normal.
body
Yeah,
reacting,
yeah.
but just don't make it weird. That's all it is. That's all it
course.
is. But yeah, guys.
Is it amazing?
Wow.
It's
What a
been
way to
amazing.
end.
How do we
That
always
is-
go on a tangent every single time?
No, we just have a lot to say, but
It's
we've
true.
experienced
I feel like
life.
the time's actually too short.
It is.
Got 2 minutes.
I think we should have a 3-hour podcast one
No,
day.
we need to because I have a lot more to say.
Let's go.
But yeah, it's been amazing, guys.
Yes,
We've had an
thank you for
amazing
listening.
guest. Memory.
I love you, Dad. I love you.
Okay, that's good.
I'm just letting him know that
Yeah,
I
of
love
course.
him.
No hard feelings on call. None at
So,
all.
Memory, how did you find this podcast? What's your experience?
It's very interesting.
Is that a good thing?
Yes, it's a good thing.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's
Did you
good.
enjoy yourself?
Yes.
Did you come back again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because do you know why?
Oh, she's got more to say in it.
Oh yeah. I've got a minute.
Don't worry. Don't
It's
worry.
alright, it's alright.
No, the reason why is because I feel like there's no cameras.
Okay.
Imagine if there was cameras, I'd be so shy. I'd be like,
There's literally cameras.
but listen, I'm not seeing them.
Okay.
Coming
Oh,
away.
okay.
As long as you don't see
Outside, out of
outside,
mind.
yeah, outside.
Understandable.
Cool.
Understandable.
But yes, thank you guys for listening to us this week. You can end it, Genevieve.
Oh yeah, thanks guys for listening. We hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any similar experiences with your fathers, are they loving? Do you have a good relationship with them, a bad relationship? Again, you can email us at firstgirlpodcast@gmail.com. We have a YouTube channel.
We have a YouTube channel that's coming out soon, guys. It's almost there.
It's there. It's
You're
under
gonna see our
construction.
faces.
It's under construction.
Yeah.
The First Girl Podcast. You can DM us on Instagram. And yeah, thanks for listening today, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.